Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. And today, guys, I want to talk about why do I want a Rolex Steel Sports when I'm wearing a Patek Philippe, and I've got five, well, actually I got six, but I'm selling one, 5 Pateks, which are absolutely amazing. Why is it that I still want the Rolex? Why is this, Arch? What's going on, man? Tell me what is happening. And this is a very interesting situation. Now, I want to tell you, I had a number of Rolexes. I sold them to get a number of Patek Philippes. And, I thought, this will be cool. I've always wanted Pateks. I wanted to work beautifully tailored shirts with my name embroidered on the cuff, and I wanted to just live a Patek Philippe lifestyle with precious metal. Now, the problem is I'm in Australia. It's getting into summertime, and I am sick of having leather straps. And then you think to yourself, well, hang on a minute, Arch. How about, if you don't want to have leather straps, what about rubber? Well, rubber's not really my thing, latex and rubber. I had a few fantasies about it, but let's be honest there. I want to go for a Steel Sports wristwatch. And I've really, to be totally honest with you, I really want something a little bit rugged. Metal bracelet. I'd like waterproof. Waterproof would be good because, you don't have to worry about damage. And I'd like to keep my 5 Pateks kind of like museum pieces. Something to hoard and possess and just enjoy the luxury of the moment. And I gotta tell you, it's very fascinating. I've owned Rolex since I was 18, and yes, there's been some breaks there where I've had financial problems and didn't have any Rolex, but as soon as I ever have started to crawl again after being knocked out, I've always started to lust after and buy Rolex. And never before in my life have I been able to go to Patek level. So I go to Patek level, and I gotta be honest with you, Patek level is amazing. It is what we watch collectors dream of, but I suddenly realized I want something for every day. I don't always want to wear a nice suit. I don't always want to wear a tie. I don't always, I want to do other things in my life there. And I got to be honest with you, Rolex is so versatile. It is just so versatile. I can do so much with it. And it's really got me, what happened to me is I needed the money. Okay, so I had a few Pateks, and then, it's kind of strange when you got a collection. You start. I went and got all the things for my Pateks. Okay, I got everything you need for your Pateks. I got all the impressive books, the catalogs, all the back library. I like to collect that stuff. I'm a true enthusiast. That's really what I am. I'm a proper enthusiast who loves who loves the collecting, and I never thought it would be possible to have more than one Patek Philippe, and it's an expensive. Patek collecting is a very expensive hobby. It's kind of like Ferrari, owning a Ferrari, and you know we all have dreams of having a Ferrari, but you know it's the same sort of thing with the watch collecting itself there. So I've got to be truthful with you when I say that you know, my Patek collecting, people say, oh, you know, why would you do that? Well, it's a long story. Now let me show you. I'm just gonna excuse this here. Let's go and have a sticky beak into my studio. Here we go. So here we go. This is my studio. I've got a cabinet. This is my Patek Philippe shrine. Look at this. See? So although I don't keep the watches at home, I do have quite, let's have a look here. So what do we got here? I got my boxes, and I keep some accessories and stuff, but I've also got my huge library. I've got all the catalogs, the small catalogs. So I've got catalogs here going back to the 90s, or the 2000s. I've got catalogs there. I've got the big books at the back. And then, of course, I have got the big volumes. I've got the Madani, that's the blue set there. I got the Nix Folks, Patek Philippe, authorized biography, and I've got the John Reardon, Patek Philippe in America. So I've got so many of these books and rare things and just rare stuff. I've got it. I've bought it all. So, you know, this is the whole reason when you say I've got, you know, the similar watches, yeah, but I've got all the stuff. I've bought Patek Philippe stuff, and that's pretty hard to do. That is hard to do. It's hard to get that stuff. So I've been fortunate that I've pieced it together. So, you know, I've put my heart and soul into the Patek Philippes, and I love them. They are beautiful. That's what I've even got here. Look, I've even got a box here dedicated to the 6006. Look at that. I've got the catalog all opened up, all beautifully done here. So, you know, I really do love my Patek Philippes. I love them. I love Patek Philippe. And that's, you know, that's part of the joy in having this collection, is that you buy things that you love, and that they're amazing to have. I got to be honest with you. You know, I don't collect lawnmowers. I collect Patek, so I'm very, very proud of that. And I had to when I got my 5196, I didn't have the money. I sold my Polar Explorer 2. That's what I did. That was a big deposit on it. And I sold it to a guy in Thailand, Bangkok, Scottish or Welsh guy. Anyhow, I'm just telling you the story. So for the last 12 months, I've had no Rolex, and I've had no Steel Sports. Well, when you say Steel Sports, I've still had my Reverso, but that's really a dress watch. It's on a leather strap. It's delicate. You know, it's not a true sports watch in the modern contemporary sense. So I gotta tell you, I want to get a Rolex. I just want one Rolex. I don't need a hoard of Rolex. I just want to have one Rolex which I can wear and enjoy life with. That's what I really want to do. And I think Rolex is just an amazing brand. What would I like? I'd preferably, my preference would be if I could have anything. Well, obviously I'd like the Panda, the Pepsi, the Batman, the the Kermit, of course. But, okay, that's being unrealistic. I'd be happy with an Explorer 1. I'd be happy with the new Explorer 2 42 mil. I don't care, black or white, doesn't matter. I would be honest with you and say that I would also be happy, any sub, any GMT. I'd like ceramic. I think there's been a definite improvement in it. I would like ceramic. Yes, I would. I would like that. What else do I want there? What else do I want? I'd love it. I'd love it. Ceramic is cool. I'd love Rolex. I just want one to wear every day, just to see me through. I got my Pateks, which are all in the bank safe, but you know, they're in my mind. I printed out a flyer on them. You know, I printed out a flyer on them there. So I got to be honest with you. It would be very cool. Sorry, very cool to have all of this stuff. You know, I love Rolex. I love Rolex. I just want one to see me through. Would I get more Pateks? I don't know. Would I get more Pateks? Probably. I don't know. But I just want to get one Rolex. And now that I'm out of the Rolex game, it's so hard to get back in. So hard to get back in. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. So it is a tricky thing. It is very tricky. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that's the reason. So just basically, it's just a watch to get things done. One and done. Rolex. I want to get a Rolex. I can wear it every day. I mean, I love my Pateks. It's beautiful. Look at this. It's beautiful. But I'd like to savor the Pateks more for. I love Patek, but I want a Rolex. I need a Rolex. I want a Rolex. So, guys, tell me what you think. Do you understand my dilemma? I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and don't be afraid to put some comments below. See you in the next one, guys. Ciao. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW.